This is Ivan Amera here. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Just a quick note. I might have to cut this video and maybe continue because the folks might wake up soon. I don't want to hear. I don't want there to be any noise upstairs. I don't want there to be any noise upstairs, and hence will be affecting the video. So there's a good chance after an hour or so I might cut the video and I'll have to continue like I did my Ivan's personal life and Airtag series. I'll do something like that where I'll continue the series because the folks might wake up and I might have to shut. And if they do, I'll have to shut the camera. I'm about to end this video. And if I do, I'll just continue it on another day, so you guys won't miss anything. Right. So welcome back, world. This is Ivan Amera here again. Again, because my notes are not that long, I'm going to try and drag this video out. So I'm going to talk about other topics. I'm going to talk about how Sky's will be the best. I'm going to reiterate very quickly how Sky's will be the best brand in the entertainment business. Right. So I hope you enjoyed my last video when I talked about how Sky's will be the best brand in the entertainment business. I'm not kidding around. You're looking at a company bigger than Disney, Warner Bros., Universal, Paramount, Lionsgate, Summit Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Even bigger than all those television companies. HBO Max. Well, HBO Max is a streaming service. My point is, by the way, I saw Justice League. Snyder Cut Justice League. The Snyder Cut Justice League was actually a really, really good movie. You can argue it's better than some of even the Avengers movies. You can argue it's better than Avengers 2. Snyder Cut Justice League was actually really good. I'm surprised they didn't put that version on theaters because the movie was actually really, really good. Again, I'm gonna promote HBO Max out there for those of you guys who do not know what HBO Max is. HBO Max was pretty much a streaming service like Netflix and Disney Plus for Warner Bros. I highly recommend you guys go subscribe to HBO Max. Yeah, you're welcome, Warner Bros. I'm promoting your streaming service, and go check out Snyder Cut Justice League. You're looking at an amazing movie for that. So amazing that I'm surprised they didn't. So amazing. I'm surprised they didn't make a sequel for that. Because the movie was actually really, really good. It was much better than what we got on theaters. The bad movie we got on theaters in 2017. The Snyder Cut's actually much better than all those. I also saw Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's an amazing movie. I recommend to all you out there, go subscribe to Disney Plus. You're welcome, Disney. I'm promoting your CJs out there, and go check out Falcon and Winter Soldier. Those are an amazing show, man. Amazing fucking show. Right, but going back to SkySource. SkySource will be the best brand in your entertainment business. We're bigger than all those companies. It'll make Disney Film Studios look bad, and that's how Bossman and Warren will be. Yeah, you're welcome, BJ. Save your fucking ass. SkySource will be such an amazing company that you're looking at a better company than all those companies. Right, the actors are gonna get full on my private jet. They're gonna get full on my private jet. My screen shut off. What's going on here? Just give me a second. It's not charged. Sorry about that. My laptop needs to be charged, so I put the charger in, so it's good now. My stepbrother's laptop has to be charged, so it should work now. Yeah, it's working now. Give me a second. Yeah, so SkySource will be the best brand in the entertainment business. That all those companies are gonna fly shit. All the Hollywood actors are gonna beg those lucky chosen actors for me to resign them because SkySource is much better than Hollywood. Those actors are gonna get flown on my private jet for the signings. So my secretaries will give their agents a call. Hey, Ivan's gonna be flying. Ivan and VJ are gonna be flying you next year for the signings and the takeouts. They're gonna let the actors agents know. Don't forget the doctor will be filming all this. Hence why you're looking at the best documentary ever. $10 million I'm putting towards the doctor. This will be amazing. Hence why Scott's will be a better brand. All those big budget movies. Those big companies. The actors get flown on my private jet, my luxury private jet. Again, I'm not gonna go any higher than $40 million for my jet. Right, they're gonna be flown my private jet. And then a limo. When they arrive to Vancouver, a limo driver will be awaiting them. And the limo driver will take them to my office, my nice luxury office. Then after they already experienced a nice jet and a limo service, and as well as a luxury office, one by one, the secretaries will send each actor. The actors are going to get sent to the room one by one, And that's where the psychologist will interview them, because you're looking at airtight, you're looking at Dell himself, as well as they're going to sign the contracts. My legal advisor will go over the contracts with the actors, make sure they don't breach a deal, right? As well as the accountants will be the one there to keep track of the budget, because the accountant's the one who's going to be punching in all the salaries. Because I'm putting $600,000 into a super advanced payment system, whereby the money goes straight to the actors' account. So the accountant's going to be busy punching in all the actors' salaries. So the actors are going to walk into the boardroom, they're going to sign the contracts, and afterwards, I'm going to show them, each of them, the concept of Eric. They're not going to be terrified. That's why I need to hire a psychologist. Then afterwards, the actors get, a limo driver takes me, my wife, and the actors to a bar restaurant. We eat there for a good 2 hours. The 7 team can join along if they want to come. If they want some time with their family, they can spend time with their family. But there's a good chance they're going to want to. They're going to want to what? They're going to want to join us because they don't want to be left behind. Because they know if they go home, they're going to see those pictures. The actors are going to post these pictures, and it's going to be trending online. They're going to feel left out. They don't want to be left out. Hence, there's a good chance the 7 team are going to be partying over me like 5 days a week. Man, that's been crazy. Right? The actors get those perks, right? They get a $3,500 gas card the second year when they train in their hometown. They also get a gym book, a state-of-the-art gym book for them. They get their training wear sponsored, their horse training wear and tackle training wear. They also get protein shakes. They also get what? They get protein shakes. They get a lot of nice perks. And hence why they're going to beg me what to be signed, because Hollywood can't offer this. Hollywood's fucking cheap compared to Skyscrapers. I'm not saying Hollywood's cheap. Hollywood's obviously not cheap. But compared to Skyscrapers, Hollywood is fucking cheap. That's my point. Compared to Skyscrapers, Hollywood looks bad. Because I guarantee you the actors in Hollywood, sometimes they might even have to pay for their own membership if they're working out. Hey, you're making, I don't know, you have millions in your bank. I'm not paying for your $600 membership. Pay for yourself. Whereas me, I'm actually going to pay for the actors' membership. I'll have my 17 makes a call for a state-of-the-art gym in Los Angeles, and all the actors will be going there. That's what we're going to be working out. They're also going to get sponsored with training shoes, gym bag, nice like training wear. Not a bunch of training wear, but a few training wear, like shoes. We sponsor them with 1 or 2 shoes. 1 shoe is enough. Get their shoe size sponsored for their shoes, sponsor them for their gym wear, their sweaters, their protein shakes. Right, nutritionists will tell them. Well, the actors can pay for their own food. I'm not paying for their own food, but the nutritionists will tell the actors what to eat. That's how top-notch cars is. It'll be so top-notch that you're looking at Monopoly, all the Hollywood companies are going to have to charge more for their tickets. Like $50. The ticket prices are going to rise to that $15 range, man. Right now, ticket prices on average $11. Once I start Skyscrapers, the ticket prices are going to rise to that $15 range. You're looking at something crazy, man. And hence why Skyscrapers will be the best brand in your entertainment business. And hence why those actors are the lucky chosen actors are so lucky, as they're going to get to experience the international fame with I and VJ. You're looking at the whole world tuning in, Europe, North America, and like Australia, New Zealand. Imagine everyone in that country going crazy about the Zane's movie. You're looking at something fucking crazy. You're looking at international crazy fame. And hence why those actors are going to beg their ass off. We have to resign them, because they know, even though they're going to be successful in Hollywood, they're going to be the side tension. They're going to be like, please, Ivan, please. Like, I had the best experience of my life. I don't want to be left behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going to get this kind of fame in Hollywood. Hollywood's fucking cheap compared to Sky Source. Please, Ivan, please, VJ, please resign us. I'm like, no, I'm not resigning you. I want different actors for my movies. That's how top my Sky Source would be. And hence why those actors are going to beg their fucking asses off. And hence why VJ made that Baron E song. And all those Hollywood actors are going to desperately beg these actors if they can give I and VJ word. They're all going to ask these actors if they can give I and VJ word, because that's how Boston want to be. Even the top actors like Keanu Reeves, Will Smith, Tom Hanks, Johnny Depp, you know what I'm saying, Brad Pitt. I can go on. You know what I'm saying? Other big actors. You have Scarlett Johansson. You have Nicole Kidman. You know what I'm saying? You have all these big actors. Kate Beckinsale. You know what I'm saying? You have all these big women actors. Even they're going to be begging. You know what I'm saying? These even the biggest actors, going to beg the biggest actors, please, can you give I and VJ a good word about me? Because that's how Boston work. But you look at my top notch. Again, I have the keys. You guys can see the keys. You already know how top notch my Skyscrapers company will be. You're looking at something top notch. Better than all those Hollywood companies. Skyscrapers will also be able to pay the actors more money in most cases. There's exceptions where some A's actors make a shitload of money and get a piece of the royalties. There's exceptions in where Hollywood can pay actors a shitload of money, but that's a rare case. In most cases, the top A's actors get like $10 million for a movie, $10, $12 million, $15 million for a movie, $12 million for a movie. Whereas for my company, The B-list actors are going to be making 2 to 4 million, whereas in Hollywood they get like 900, 700, 500,000, $350,000 for a show. So I'm paying them a lot more money. That's a nice check in the bank. Most B-list actors I'll pay on average 2 million, that 2 million range. The only ones who I'll pay like 3 million plus are the ones who are pretty big. Like if it's a guy from The Walking Dead or like Game of Thrones and those guys, I'd be willing to pay like 3 million. 3.5 million because they're even 4 million because they have their higher A-list status actors. I mean higher B-list status actors. But most B-list actors are worth that 2 million range, $2.5 million range, which is still a nice fucking salary. As in Hollywood, they get like 500 grand for a fucking show. So either way, I'm still paying them a lot of money, right? The rising stars will be making 5 to 8 million. Again, Dylan O'Brien is a perfect example of a rising star. So someone like Dylan O'Brien, who's in my movie, I'll be willing to pay him like 6 million. He's worth like 6 million. Michael B. Jordan, you can say he rose to the A-list. Like he was a rising star, but you can pretty much say he rose to the A-list to the A-list status rank, right? He pretty much rose to the A-list. So Michael B. Jordan's pretty much a small A-lister. But for someone like him, he's a small A-lister, but he's like a hybrid of like a rising star and a small A-lister. For a guy like him, he's worth like 8 million for your movie. Because he rose to the A, you can say he rose to the A-list rank, but he's still kind of like a rising star. His career's still rising. So someone like him, he's not worth that 9 million range. No, he's worth that like 8 million range, even 5 million range. Right. I saw his movie Without Remorse. Again, I'm gonna throw his movie out there. Go on Amazon Prime and check out Without Remorse, Michael B. Jordan's movie. Looking at an amazing movie. That was a pretty good movie, man. An amazing performance by Michael B. Jordan. Go on Amazon Prime and check out his Without Remorse movie. Again, you're welcome, Michael. I'm promoting your movie out there. Yeah. So rising stars get 5 to 8 million. The smaller A-listers get 9 to 15 million. So if you see a guy who's worth like, I don't know, 12 million all the way to like 60 million, those are smaller A-listers. If you see anyone worth over 60 million, those are bigger ones. So if you see a guy worth 70 million, 80 million, 90 million, those are bigger A-list actors. Right? Those are the bigger ones. Where you see anyone worth under 60 million, those are small ones. That's how I see it. That's how it works for me. If I see anyone worth under 60 million, it's a smaller A-lister. If I see anyone worth over 60 million, those are bigger ones. The bigger ones. Right? So the small A-listers will get $9 to $50 million. So if they got $9 to $50 million at the max, I'm not going any higher than $50 million for the small A-listers. So if a guy like Shia LaBeouf was in my movie, he's a small A-lister. He'd be making a guy like him. I'd be willing to pay him $50 million because he's a big small A-lister, right? So there's exceptions, but most of the small A-listers I'm gonna be paying that 9 to 10 million range, 9 to like 11 million range. You gotta watch it for your budget. You don't want to pay them all $50 million and all of a sudden you're running out of cap room. No, I'll pay like one guy if he's big 50 million. The other two you can pay like 9 million, 10, 9. That way you balance your budget, obviously. So that way you create more room for your salary, for your salary cap, right? The bigger A-listers get 16 to 30 million. So the bigger A-listers are guys like Will Smith, Keanu Reeves, Tom Hanks, Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, Scarlett Johansson, Nicole Kidman. Those are like obviously bigger A-listers. Chris Hemsworth. You know what I'm saying? Chris Hemsworth. All those actors, those are all considered bigger A-listers. Robert Downey Jr., Dwayne Johnson. Those actors are obviously the top. Those are top actors. But again, most of the small A-listers, I'm going to be paying that 16.5 to 8 million range. You got to watch out for your cap because I'm also going to be paying them bonuses. So if a guy's worth like 70 million, chances are I'll pay him like 16 million to like 17 million dollars. So if a guy's worth 70, 80, 90 million, chances are I'll pay them in that 18 to 60 million range. And I'll give them like a 3.5 $4 million bonus for those guys. Whereas if the guy's worth over 100 million, he's worth that like 20 plus million range. So if a guy like Will Smith was in my movie or Chris Hemsworth, because those guys are big, I'll be willing to pay those guys like a $22 million salary, and I can pay them like an 8 million or even 10 million or even $12 million bonus. So those are the exceptions. So I can go a bit over 30 million. Like the guy's really really big, you can pay him, I don't know, a guy like Chris Hemsworth or Will Smith is in my movie or Keanu Reeves. Those are the guys who are worth that like $10 million, $12 million bonus range and like a $20 million salary, $22 million salary for star production. They're worth a big bonus of that because they're big fucking actors. Whereas the other big A-listers who are worth under 100 million, they're worth that like 16.5, 17 million range, 18 million range max, and the max bonus I'd pay them is like a $4 or $5 million bonus, which is still fucking good, right? So that's how much money I'm willing to pay the top 8 actors. The top 8 actors also get bonuses including their salary. So before you even get your first check, I pay you a fat bonus in the bank. So imagine getting a $5 million bonus in the bank before you start work, and then once you start work, you get a nice $16.5 or $17 million salary, which is like $13.5 million in America. It's a nice fucking deal. The major actors in all my movies also get a $250,000 royalty check every time I re-release my movies. So for the actors in the organizational movie, they get $200,000 check. The major characters, every time I release a movie, the actors for Miscellaneous get a $250 royalty check deposited to bank after I re-release the movie. And the minor actors all get $50,000, which is a nice fucking deal. They also get a free copy of the re-release movie, right? The crewmen get a free copy of the re-release movie, but they don't get any money. No, the crewmen are not worth the money, but they get a nice free copy of the movie. Free copy of the movie, and the 7th team gets a free copy of the movie. The 7th team does not get the royalty check because I'm giving them a $1,000 raise per movie. They're making $300,000 more per movie. So all my movies will be all 2.5 years after Zanus. So they get a $300,000 raise for the term of each movie. Hence why the 7th team, they don't get the $200,000 royalty check because I'm paying them a yearly salary, and I'm also giving them $100,000 raise per movie. Hence they don't get the $200,000 royalty check. But all of them, the major characters of the movie, they all get a $250,000 royalty check sent to their house, as well as a free copy of the re-release movie every time I re-release the movie. And that's why Scarces will be the best brand actor in business. Yeah, look at something top notch. Because don't forget, I'm putting because these Hollywood companies, they can't afford to make movies. They can't afford to make movies for $970. They can't afford. The max they can make it for is like $350 million. So imagine me putting $970 million towards Zanus. I put $340 million towards special effects. I updated on my IMAX cameras, advanced set building. You also have the 4K Blu-ray effect. You're looking at unheard of action scenes for Zanus, better than Matrix. Unheard of world building, better than Avatar, except it looks more natural. You get that nice wide focus. I'm updating all my IMAX cameras, and you also have the 4K Blu-ray effect. Hence, if you get a theater system and you watch it in a theatrical experience, you're getting a better experience than what you're getting in the theaters, because in the theaters you're getting HD, whereas for Skysys you're getting 4K Blu-ray. That's how top-notch what Skysys will be, man. And I babbled on for 17 minutes because I want to drag this video out. That's how top-notch Skysys will be, man. And hence why what? Me and my wife's company will be the most top-notch brand in entertainment business. And hence why all the Hollywood actors are going to desperately beg these actors if they can give Ivan Vijay word, but these actors are not going to give word, obviously, because Hollywood's a competitive business. Yeah. That's how top-notch Skysys will be. Been babbling on for 18 minutes. Okay. Soul World, I'm going to keep on saying this. Now, you only have 4 videos left until the final announcement, and that is how you know that Ivan O'Mara is not playing any games, as once he finishes his book and finds out how wicked you really are, he's officially piecing out for good with his wife. I'm going to keep saying this. You only have 4 videos left until the final announcement. The countdown's ticking, man. Right? Once Ivan O'Mara finds out how wicked you really are, I'm never making any videos for you ever again. This will be my last video. And once I come back from death and I cry my eyes and I see my wife after so many years, after the horror mess of being a porn star, peace out. And now I'm living the life of my wife, and me and her are king and queen. You guys are going to feel left out in the band to the point where you guys are going to cry, and you're going to wish that you can take it all back. You're going to be like, oh my god, like seeing Ivan and VJ's glory. Like once you see the trends of me and my wife hanging out in Vancouver with our nice clothes, we drive our nice cars, we travel around the world. Because every day everywhere we go, people are going to be a bunch of people. Hundreds of people are going to take pictures of me and my wife. That's something crazy. I mean, you know how celebrities you see a bunch of paparazzi bombarding them? Well, picture something like that for me and my wife, except it's just a random person with a phone. You're looking at something crazy. Videos, pictures, trending online. You're looking at something crazy. Hundreds of thousands of videos and pictures trending online. And you guys are going to feel left out. You guys are going to cry. And once you see me and my wife, we're going on a nice one-year vacation. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife are staying at a nice hotel. When we walk out, we go to the clubs. People are going to take pictures of me and her, dancing it off, drunk, making out. When me and my wife hire a limo service to drive us around, we got a limo, people to take pictures. Oh my god, look at Ivan and VJ now. They're fucking famous celebrities. They have limo drivers drive them around to the club and to the restaurants or all around the country. Yeah. We're gonna be so rich, man. We're gonna be famous stars, famous celebrities, the most famous celebrities in the world. That's how famous you and your wife are gonna be, right? Now I'm gonna keep on saying this. You only have 4 videos left until the final announcement, and that is how you know, Will, that Ivan Lemaire is not playing any games. As once he finishes his book and finds out how wicked you really are, he's officially piecing out for good with his wife. And once he's king with his wife and his wife queen with him, you will feel left on and bound, my God, so much you'll actually fucking cry. I'm gonna keep saying this. You guys are taking my glory. You guys took me and my glory for granted because you guys are blind. But once you see the glory, you're gonna wish that you can take it all back. Oh my God, I'd rather see this glory anything over this bullshit sex. And you actually made your choice. You chose rip off bullshit sex over eternal glory. You guys are fucking crazy people. But once you see the glory, you're finally gonna be like, man, I wish we could take that moment back. I wish I can go back in time and have Ivan VJ be born again and have us see their glories instead of seeing this bullshit sex. But you guys chose bullshit sex, and now now that you got ripped off, what? Now you're left behind and bound by God, and you got ripped off sex. Yeah, and it's a setup, obviously. And Ivan and VJ have the glowing beauty. Ivan has his full grown beard. Ivan lost the weight. VJ's more fit. She has a glowing beauty. VJ's already fit, but when she works out with me, she's only gonna get more fit, man. Because VJ's gonna work out for the movie too. Because Lithia rides horses in the book. So VJ is only gonna work. She's gonna do lighter training, but she's only gonna get more fit working out with me, man. And I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna get jacked. Right now I'm 270 pounds. I'm gonna get down to 190. I'm gonna be jacked and skinny for the role of Zane. You're gonna see me all. You're gonna see my transformation. You're gonna see the actor transformation when they're working out in Los Angeles, the second year. Hey, I'm heading to the gym right now. You're gonna see those trends. The actors, the fans are gonna be bombarding them while they're working out. When they're in Vancouver, the third year training for tackles and horse, the fans, you're looking at thousands of fans are gonna be dying, asking for autographs, asking them for pictures, taking pictures of them. Thousands, hundreds of fans taking pictures of these actors, bombarding them when they go out to eat, when the limo takes them to eat for breakfast and lunch. Yeah, it looks crazy. When they exit the hotel, when they're in the hotel, fans are gonna be bombarding them. Yeah, it looks crazy, man. You're looking at crazier fame in Hollywood, much crazier fame, 3 times the fame of what you're getting in Hollywood. You're looking at something fucking crazy, and that's why these hackers are gonna beg their fucking asses off, because they're never gonna get this kind of fame in Hollywood. Even though they're successful in Hollywood, I don't know, a good like 60, 70, 80 million people are tuning into that. A billion people are tuning into Ivan VJ's movie. Even then, they're still gonna feel like shit, because that's how top notch Skystars will be, and that's how top notch of experience the actors are gonna have, and that's why they're gonna fucking beg, man. They're gonna be like, some of them might even cry, man. I'm not kidding you around. Some of these Hollywood actors might even cry after experiencing that fame. Oh my God, like, even though I'm famous, my fame's gonna feel meaningless. I'm never gonna get this opportunity ever again. Yeah, because Skystars is that top notch. That's how top notch of a life me and my wife are gonna live. Me and my wife are gonna be living the lavish life. I'm gonna build that $100 million Ruta condo. We're gonna own our own jet, our own luxury yacht, buy our nice clothes, go out, travel around. We'll have an endless bucket list. Me and my wife can travel to so many countries. Endless bucket list. Stay at the top notch suites. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we're also movie stars. Yeah, me and my wife are gonna be living the dream life, man. The highlight dream life. And that's why my wife is so proud of me, because I fucking say the rest. It's because of you we get to live this fucking life. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetie. Yeah, 23 minutes. Now, this video will probably be an hour and a half and I'll be done here. Again, I told you, I might have to cut this video and continue the mess maybe another day, because the folks might wake up. So as soon as the folks wake up, I'm going to shut the video off, because I don't want there to be a noise in this video. Right? Now some good news for you, VJ, but not so much for the world. Ivan O'Mara just finished his phase 3 as he polished up his novel, and hence you will are panicking your fucking asses off. As I said before, I now finished my phase 3. My content editing is now done. My file's saved on my file's saved, obviously. I saved my file this time, so you know what I'm saying, I saved my file. My file's saved. All I have left to do is do my Grammarly editing, design my map, and then formatting. For formatting, I'll hire another company to format my book for me. I'll tell them I want it formatted in 3 volumes. My book series I'm going to be selling as a series. I'm going to be selling my book series as a series. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Give me a sec. So my book series will be like this. I'm gonna sell. See, this is my Lord of the Rings book series that I bought. I'm reading Two Towers right now. I'm actually enjoying Two Towers more than Fellowship of the Ring, by the way. But anyways, my book series will be sold as a series like this. So it'll be in 3 volumes. One story like Lord of the Rings told in 3 volumes. So this will be volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3, and it'll be sold in a series in like a box set. You're looking at a nice box set for my Last Lord of the Rings series. It'll be a good like $190 because the print cost is going to be like about like $60-70. So my series I'll sell for $190 as a series. It's very expensive, but it's worth the $190 because it's the best story we ever told. So it's top quality, even better than Lord of the Rings. If you don't want to pay the $190 and have a collection for yourself, I'm personally going to pay the $190 and have a collection for myself. You can buy the ebook series. I'll sell the ebook series for a good $22. So you can pay $22. You can still get a piece of story looking at the best story ever told. And Ivan O'Mara just finished his content editing. I finished my rough draft, my first phase. I finished Young Tackies. Now I finished content editing. And now I'm left with Grammarly editing, which I can finish in one day or a couple of days. Zion Map I can finish in a day. And formatting, I can hire a company that can format my book for me in 2 days for a couple $100. I'll have them format for me in 3 volumes. And after that I'm done, my book is ready for use on Lulu. I tell my family that my book, they're true nature shows. I cry my eyes out, I pay his fee, I save my wife. And then once I rise and I come back from death a new man, don't hate me, you know what I'm saying, with a full grown beard. Hot, you know what I'm saying? I see my wife for the first time. Now me and her, King Coon, we're living a life. Yeah, there's a good chance, next year will be, sometime in 2022, Ivan O'Mara will be king. And you're taking me for granted. Maybe not. Maybe it might get delayed, but this year I should be finishing all my phases. If I make the announcement this year, sometime in 2022, Ivan O'Mara will be king, and Victoria Justice will be queen with him. Yeah. And you're still what? You're still taking me for granted in the world because you guys are reprobate people. You still think after causing this mess and having me cry heavy tears. My wife's gonna cry. The day before I know I'm gonna die, I'm gonna have sleepless nights. My wife is gonna fucking cry. She cries every fucking night. It's fucking annoying. She's gonna cry knowing what her husband has to go through to save her. And then once I cry my eyes out, I know I'm about to die. I don't know, I have this feeling of peace comes over me. I'm out and then I wake up. And once I wake up, my debt's not paid, and now you will remember all my warnings. Oh my god, Ivan's piecing out. You're gonna fucking regret. Oh my god, I can't believe we chose this rip-off sex over Ivan reaches eternal glory. Yeah, you made your choice, and now what? You're left behind and you're bad. Oh my god. And hence why you all are panicking your asses off, because you know Ivan O'Mara is almost finished announcing on his face. This year I should be announcing on my phases. This year. It'll take me a good 9 months, 10 months to pay the fee, or a year to pay the fee. 9 months to pay the fees. Sometime in 2022, Ivan O'Mara will be seeing Victoria Justice, man. And the countdown's already ticking, yeah. Right? So Ivan O'Mara is almost finished announcing all his phases, and hence why my wife is obviously jumping for joy, while you world are panicking because you know the countdown's already ticking. You know you locked the doors on me to prevent me from seeing my wife. You won't let my wife see me because you guys are fucking crazy. Right? And right, you know that my book is last hope for me and my wife to be king, queen. You know I have the keys, because I don't have to sell to powerful families. Hence, what your true demonic nature will show once I make that final announcement. And once I find out, I swear to God, how wicked you really are. That is the last time. I'm not fucking kidding around. That is the last fucking time I'm ever making any rules for you ever again. I'm never making any rules for you ever again. The fact that you caused this mess. The fact that you made me die for a fucking mess, that pisses me off. I have to fucking suffer death at the same time I gotta deal with the whole mess with my wife forever. The fact that you made me, you caused this mess, and you caused this mess with me, having my wife deal with the horror mess with Ivan. The fact that you caused this mess for both of us, and you're not gonna talk about us in the public eye. If you think for 1 second I make rules for you, you're fucking crazy. I'm not making any rules for you. Because I know you guys are fucking crazy people, and you're nothing but a mess in what I've made. You're nothing but a mess in what I've made. You think after causing this mess, and killing this man that Ivan O'Mara is going to make reels for you. I'm not making any reels for you. Once I pay this fee, I'm not even going to think of myself on the channel. All I'm going to think about, before I die, all I'm going to think about is living the life of my wife forever in this world. And, you know what I'm saying? Making out. You know what I'm saying? Going to clubs, traveling around the world, visiting nice resorts, buying nice clothes, going to nice restaurants, going on nice boat cruises, going on nice rides. Me and my wife are going to have an endless bucket list, man. That's what I'm going to be thinking about. I'm going to be thinking about living life with her. Me and my wife funding our own movie, acting in our own movies. We're both movie stars. We own our own big entertainment company bigger than Disney Film Studios itself. You know, that's what me and Mark gonna be thinking about. Going to events. Remember that picture with Reeve Carney when he was holding Victoria Justice? Well, think of something like that. When me and my wife go to events in Vancouver, you're gonna see me holding. You're gonna see me and her looking fly. You're gonna a bunch of people are gonna be taking pictures of me and her. It's gonna be trending online. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Let's shut my camera off here.